He said to the centaurs. In my world, you are the main customers of these. Camouflage magic, transfiguration magic, attack, increase strength, predict the future. Warning magic for someone or something approaching, healing severe wounds and preventing bleeding. You know that magic is very diverse. Removing burns that are incurable. You can even turn a man into a woman and make him shine, both superficially and permanently. Matthew said, they are not very useful here. Both humans protect us strongly according to their own laws, and you saw that many of us are in the city and in front of people. Merlin said thoughtfully, but there is always an exception. Sirens and mermaids who, in human form and with their gender, are among the people and do not want anyone to notice, if what happened to the centaurs when they were kidnapped. With the magic of the third eye or sixth sense that they notice danger and hidden things and those traps and do not get caught. Jill, Alekin, Nova, and Matthew looked at each other. He was right. If they hadn't been caught like that, the following events wouldn't have happened. Seeing their faces, he smiled and said, "You want it. I'll give you both the ingredients and the type of composition and the recipes for half the price. For the others, 500 is enough. For you 250, try it and you'll definitely become a customer." Barbara said, "Well, you've learned how to talk like modern people. Really a businessman." "Yes, ma'am. Of course, there was also a lot of bargaining. After all, I'm a businessman too and I have to be flexible in time so that my goods can be sampled on my hands." They all laughed. But when new customers arrived, they didn't continue their discussion. Merlin, with their agreement, from another and separate area, which was away from his perfumery area. He put the necessary ingredients and the recipes into strong, handle-bound envelopes and gave them to them. Taking their money, he smiled and said, "Thank you for your purchase. Come again." They left the shop. Andrew said, "Well, he sold us his stuff." But it was clear that he had gained a lot from here and realized that this world is not the other world. Eliza said, "Do you think Linda was able to find anything?" Matthew said, "You got help from her too. Okay. But what's the point? Neither she nor the other harpies can find people like Merlin and his shop because they don't come to hear any direction and don't fly." Barbara said, "That's a problem. But with the speed and power of flight and searching far-flung places, she can find something much faster than you and us." Nova said, "Like the place in the stable where we were held captive." He nodded in agreement. As Christmas approached and people prepared to celebrate and decorate their homes, another wave of trips to the wilderness or Storebrook, a town in Hancock County, began. With a milder winter climate than the more northern regions and Canada, Helga and her troops were preparing for these new trips, although she was not very happy with this touristy town. Hancock is a medium-sized county with a population of about 54,418 with the center of the city of Ellsworth, which at 3 times in early spring, summer and Christmas celebrations received a population equal to her own and sometimes more. The sheriff turned to her officers after that incident. "Fortunately nothing special happened except for the return of a few centaurs and I hope that no more will happen, however. Christmas is also coming and I would like to have a hot tea by the fireplace and in a rocking chair and celebrate my holiday before I have to look for them again in the woods and mountains in the winter. Logan said, "We are the same. Now and outside of here there are other centaurs, so why is there no news of them?" Joshua said, "Maybe they were deported or taken to places where few people live and travel. The departure of those centaurs is still suspicious to me. Why alone and without family? Why didn't they even give them a letter or message and didn't return? This seemingly voluntary departure could be a continuation of those kidnappings." Susan said, "I agree with you." Malcolm said, "From our point of view, the important thing is that nothing bad or illegal happened to them and that their families stayed here and have normal lives. Some of them work on the farm and for humans. Like that father and son."